Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Every time I do this, it feels like Christmas morning. That's what it feels like to me, guys and gals, joining me for the live feed, the live discussion for all things related to today's Apple announcement or Apple series of announcements. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you spreading the word to everybody that we are doing this live discussion. Of course, I am not anywhere but in my home office. It's about as far as I could get. I've never really gone to an iPhone announcement, at least. Not that I know of. I've certainly participated online like many of you have done, and we'll be following not just some live blogs that are out there, but also watching your comments as well. So let's go ahead and welcome Billy Hodges, Me About Apple, Patrick McClare. We also have Eddie Van Halen 98, not to be confused with Eddie Van Halen 97, Corvan Shedai, and a few more. Oh my god, the comments are just pouring in. Here's the weird thing, guys. This live video, before it was even live, had 422 likes and 30 dislikes for a video that was not even published. There was nothing there. And had how many comments? Like something like 200, 300 comments. That, guys, that's better than some of the videos I've done. So maybe I should just not do videos and let you just put a title up there and have you guys rate the title and talk about the title. I mean, why waste time doing a video if you guys are going to do that? It's crazy. We have about 500, I'm sorry, I stand corrected, 765 of you watching at this moment in time. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for all the likes that you're doing, and feel free to retweet the link, tweet the link, +1 it, share it on Facebook. I think that was sent out just a second ago on our accounts. By the way, this is going to be today's Geek Out, if that wasn't obvious to you by now. But we are definitely here to geek out. As a reminder, we're giving away a 6-month Loot Crate subscription every week to one random person who shares all of this week's Lockergnome.com articles. And if you want, you could use the coupon code Lockergnome to get Loot Crate 10% off. It's a kind of a subscription service for geeks, like a gift box for geeks. Looks like Tim is on stage, and they're just showing a video of Apple's retail store. So it's kind of boring. I know Twitter's exploding. Let me remind you that we have the Lockergnome iOS app available. Right now it's native for iPhone and iPod Touch. They are working on getting us an iPad version as well. And today's top user in the Lockergnome app is, let's go to the top users button, Daily MWalsh015 with 640 points. It's free to download. It already has 5-star rating in the App Store. Also available for Android phones. Check out the fan wall. And I always want to call it a fun wall because that's kind of what it is. And then the photo cards app. You guys, if you haven't tried this yet, it's so much fun. So you launch it, and there's a series of templates you could use, like the Lockergnome logo, and you can superimpose it over someone's face. So there's me with it, and I can take the picture. There we go. How'd that turn out? It's close enough. You can do that with the app. It's just tons of fun. They're talking about the Apple stores right now. What am I going to do, guys? I'm going to have fun with an app. I've got like 700, 800 of them on here. And let me go ahead and welcome those of you who do not yet have an iPhone. That's cool. You guys are welcome into the fold. And we certainly believe that you can have more than one device from more than one vendor. We don't believe in just locking yourself into one or the other. Today's Geek Out is brought to you by GoToAssist from Citrix 2. You can take control of your IT world from one simple cloud-based platform. With GoToAssist, you can keep all of your systems up and running while keeping all of your users supported. Provide live or unattended support from anywhere, even from your iPad. Did you guys know they had an iPad app? Really easy to remotely control a computer, OS 10 or Windows, from the GoToAssist app. You can get a free 30-day trial as well. Visit GoToAssist.com, click the Try It Free button, and use the promo code Pirillo, or use the direct link go.tagjag.com/GoToAssist. So are they still talking about stuff like the Apple Store? Oh, they are. 380 stores. That's a few. I go in there, but I got to throw this out there, guys. when I go into an Apple store, I also go into the Microsoft store. So I pay attention to both sides. And sometimes it's obvious when you're in the Microsoft store that they're trying to be like Apple. I hate to say that, but it's true. I wish Microsoft would carve out its own identity, which they're doing with Windows 8. It's a different discussion for a different day. So now they're talking about Mountain Lion. Oh, by the way, for those of you asking where I got this hat, I got it at the mothership. Got it at the Apple store on Apple's campus. And it's the only place I guess they sell these things. And I was very, very glad that I got it because people ask about it all the time. All the time. 7 million copies of Mountain Lion have been downloaded. And I can get two of my machines have Mountain Lion. A couple others still running Lion. And I have no reason to upgrade. In fact, I wonder if the Mac Mini running the live stream at live.pirillo.com may very well be running Snow Leopard. I haven't upgraded it in a while. It's still a Core 2 Duo, which is fine. I mean, it does fine. I could probably upgrade it. Maybe in the next Mac Mini that's released, I'd consider it. My Retina Display MacBook Pro is running really well. In fact, I gotta tell you guys, if you have a Retina Display MacBook Pro, there's a free app, and it's called Quick Res. And with Quick Res, what you can do, instead of the pixel doubling that happens on the Retina display, you can show like the original resolution of the Retina Display MacBook Pro, like without pixel doubling, and that is a resolution of, let's see here, let me open up preferences. I always mess this up. You gotta right click, context menu click, I don't know what you'd call it. You can push resolution on your Retina Display MacBook Pro 15-inch up to 2880 by 1800. Actually, it may even go higher than that. Well, according to the menu, 3840 by 2400. That may be just a bit small. I mean, I like tiny text as much as the next guy. But you can only go so tiny with this stuff. Don't worry. They're just running over stats right now. Apple's great. Apple is awesome. That's what they're saying right now, so don't feel like you're missing anything. You know, I can't imagine you think that you're missing anything. But Apple reports they're number one in the U.S. with notebooks. Would not be surprised if that was the case. Good afternoon from Colombia, says Cacus0 for life. Or is it Kakuso? Sometimes your names are crazy, man. I thought Lockergnome was nuts. Your nicknames. Can we have the link, Chris? Link for what? Oh, you'd have to Google it. Or Bing it. Equal opportunity here. I'm doing my best to balance it out for those people who just, for some reason, hate Apple. I don't know why. I don't know. If you hated Apple, why would you be watching this video? Why would you be watching it live? You hate them that much? You want to know everything. 17 million iPads sold in April and June. That's kind of nuts. Now, here's the question. Are we going to hear about this iPad mini, whatever this alleged device is going to be? Are we going to hear about it today? Or is Apple going to just be paying attention to this little device, the iPhone? Or the bigger question, will Chris upgrade? The answer to that question is yes, Chris will upgrade. Oh, you know what I should do? I should push out the announcement that we're doing this live. Ooh, 84 million iPads sold through June. They're selling like hotcakes. Is it just like one guy who's buying all the iPads? Like, I buy the iPads. It's certainly possible. Let me go ahead and log into our account so that I can push out the live video feed to all of those who are on our mobile app. And this is kind of neat. We can get it out. There are 1,700 downloads of our app so far. Worldwide tablet market share, according to Apple, April and June 2012, they own 68% of the market. The other part is in, other. What other tablets are there? Let me do this here. We are streaming Apple's announcement, discussion live right now. Okay, we'll send this to both iOS users and Android users. Hopefully that will not upset them. Add the web link, link URL. There we go. Should be good. Let's verify that. I don't want to send out the wrong link. Yep, it's the right one. And in a second, sending the push notification. And here's the cool thing. Watch. You see that? I got the that's the push I just sent out. 94% apparently of the Fortune 500 are using iPads. It's a few. 94. I mean, small. I mean, they could do a little better, I think. Isn't that cool? How you can do that? I've got the service is called Mobile Roadie. I'll be talking more about it in the future, but you can build your own application and you don't need to know anything about software development. All you do is just configure things and move things around and do fun stuff inside their web app, and then build the app, submit it to the store, and you're good. I mean, it's really is the simplest way you could ever build an app. Otherwise, I'd never be able to do this on my own. Okay, so now they're talking about the App Store. They got a few apps. We know this. We definitely know this. Now, get to the meat of it. We want to hear about the new iPhone. All 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. Yes, there's one. Look, I'm not kidding. That's according to YouTube. With only 595 likes. Come on, guys. If we've got this many people watching, we should be able to bump that up to at least 1,000. Come on. Do you not like this stuff? You have to like it. That's how we know you guys want us to cover something more. So we know you want us to cover more Apple stuff. Okay, we'll do that because you like it. You want us to cover more Windows 8 stuff. Okay, so we'll do that. And we're only watching the statistics, how you engage with the content. You want us to do more unboxings. I'm working on ways to do more unboxings. We're only doing this based on the amount, not of comments that we get, not the amount of views, but the amount of likes. I could look at a video and say, oh, it has 10 million views, but what's the engagement, right? Are people liking it? Are people commenting? Are people really interacting with it? There is no official stream, unfortunately. Apple hasn't done that in a while. Less than 100 apps downloaded per customer. Oh, really? On average? I am above average. I am definitely above average. Let's go ahead and show you just how above average I am. Let me pop out of that app. We just launched the app too, by the way. This is our first app, official one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 9 pages. Most of them are filled with folders. Tons of apps. 400 million is now the number they're showing. iOS devices have been sold. 400 million iOS devices. Now today they say they're taking it to the next level, making a huge leap. Here we go. This is it. It does not get any more exciting. Okay, it might get more exciting than this. I don't know. And here's the thing. They could announce something that everybody would be disappointed in, and I'd still be happy. I upgrade this thing every year. We have some exciting news for the iPhone, they say, or about the iPhone, not for the iPhone. I'm so excited. I just kind of skipped the shower this morning. Aren't you glad that I'm just streaming this and I'm not sitting next to you, stinky, in some kind of auditorium? That would be a bit awkward, I'd imagine. Yeah, you guys are doing pretty good in the comments, too. Thank you. I'm just reading some of them. Oh, 700,000 apps in the App Store currently, according to Tomo0086. Thanks for that nugget. Click and scroll up to zoom on a Mac. That is true. Oh, someone was asking how you do that. You basically hold on to Control, use 2 fingers, and slide up and down on the trackpad. It's really that easy. I should wear the hat more often. I do in the vlogs. I wear it sometimes. So I don't know, you guys watching the vlogs? We just uploaded a new vlog, by the way. This is a horrible time to do an Apple announcement. Of course, there is no horrible time. There's no perfect time. But we just uploaded today's vlog. Take a look at it, watch it, share it, love it, link it, copy it, tweet it, share it. Did I say share it already? I'm starting to sound like a Daft Punk song. Share it, link it, must retweet it. You guys know what I'm talking about? Technologic. All right, so blah, 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 blah. Today we're introducing iPhone 5. It is official. iPhone 5 is apparently the name. They're not calling it the new iPhone. They're calling it iPhone 5. And it apparently rose out of the stage. This will be interesting to watch. Like the official announcement, Apple usually uploads the video later that day. So watch Apple's website. Of course, I'll tweet that link, share it on Facebook and on Google Plus as well. Although I didn't tell Google Plus that I was streaming live. Oops. You guys can take care of that. Let's see here. What does it look like? I see it, and I think it's a taller screen. It's definitely a taller screen. Yep. 5 icons stacked vertically. 4 icons across. Taller screen. Wow. Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that. And here's why. Because the width fits perfectly in my hand, and I can operate it with one hand. And honestly, it's a big deal. And I've had fun with other phones with large screens. I like them, but there's just something to be said. Maybe these hands, small, I know, but they're not yours. They are my own. It's a Jewel reference, in case Jewel the singer. You know, she goes, no, that was more like Yoko Ono. Anyway, I can operate the phone with one hand and a thumb, and so even with a taller screen, I should still be able to navigate up and down with a great degree of fluidity. 18% thinner than iPhone 4S. This is the 4S here, so it's 18% thinner than this. 7.6 millimeters. That's 20% lighter than the iPhone 4S. Not to say that this is heavy, but I believe that at 20%, you could probably feel the difference in weight between those two devices. Not that I ever complain like, gosh, my phone is so heavy. I've never said that. Never. I've never said, my phone's too fast. I've never said, my phone's too heavy. My phone has too much capacity. I've never complained about those things, ever. Oh, they're going metric. 112 grams. All the Americans are going, how much is that in pounds? I mean, we don't know. We tried to learn the metric system, but ultimately found ourselves going back to the English system of numbers. Said this is a monumental challenge we had, according to Schiller. Can you make a phone with more features that is smaller and lighter? Anyone can make a bigger phone. Ooh, that was a slam. Yeah, anyone can make it. Oh yeah, I can make a big phone. Like, can you imagine? Like, here's the new phone. It's the biggest phone in the world. Hello? Yeah. Have you ever seen anybody do that with their iPad or a tablet computer? Like, hold it up to their face. Yeah, like, no. Like they're talking on some kind of like VoIP service. You know? No, I'm great. No, it's awesome here. What's going on there? Too big for it. It is a 4-inch diagonally measured screen on the 5, not the 4S, obviously. And they're showing it side by side, asking the question, really, it's a rhetorical question, why did we make it this size? I'm not making this up, guys. I'm not making this up. It's because of your hand. It should fit there. That's how we designed the iPhone 5. And that's... What was I just saying? What, just 2 seconds ago, what was I just saying? By the way, did you guys get the push that I sent out on the Lockergnome app? Let me know if you did. Oh, cool. We're up to 842 likes with 1,400 people watching. Awesome. Probably those of you who are watching. You can even... Can you watch it live on the iPhone? Is anybody watching it live on the iPhone? I don't know if you can do that through our app. I'll have to look into it. I've got the Ustream application running live, though. Sweet. So it's basically, that's the big deal about the screen. That's what they're saying so far, is that it's taller, so you can see more. That makes sense. You see more email. Your calendar shows more events. All their software has been updated. Of course, the 5th row of icons. I am curious to see how they're going to handle legacy apps. If those, previous, like for instance, like my app, the Lockergnome app, how is it going to look on the new version of the screen versus the old version? I mean, we may have to upload separate graphics for each one of them. I don't know how to manage that. That's why I'm grateful Mobile Roadie is there to help figure that stuff out. But believe me, we will be iPhone 5 screen compatible. Hey, it's a bigger screen. I'm not going to complain because I can still operate it, and they've designed it to be operated in one hand. I like that. That's my favorite thing about, honestly, the iPhone, is the fact that I can operate it with one hand. I cannot stress that enough. I don't always want to be doing this on my phone. I really don't. Sometimes this is enough. Why can't this be enough? And now it's going to be lighter, which is bad news because I probably need, to be working out more. I need heavier devices because I don't work out enough. Hello from Malaysia, says Brew Garas. Hello! What he talking about? Asks Hodge381. We're talking about iPhone 5. All your software works like before, but we've given some devs early access. We learned they can update their apps quickly, and they want to do more with the display. And he's going to show some examples, including CNN's app, which is now up on the screen. I wonder if it's going to scale down on the newer screen. That is, you would see black bars on the top and the bottom, kind of like on the iPad when you, if let's see here. Like I said, our Lockergnome app is not optimized for the iPad yet, but we are working on building that version. Like how you can scale up the app like 2x, and then there's kind of black bars on the side. I wonder if it's going to work kind of the same way without the pressing the button, obviously, on the new iPhone screen. I'd imagine that's how it would be. They're going to make it a good experience. It's Apple. Now they're showing OpenTable, how they've optimized. It's just apps are taller. Okay, that's good. He's saying that the display looks better. Well, I wonder if they've changed any bits in the display technology. I mean, I'd imagine it's still going to be Retina quality, but I wonder if they've done anything else, and maybe we're going to hear about that in a second. Widescreen video plays better. Pardon me. Need to have some espresso. Okay, so they did improve the screen. 44% more color saturation, integrated touch. And the responsiveness of iPhones have been amazing. Integrated touch will make it even better. The touch sensors are basically integrated right into the display itself. So they basically removed a layer and made it sharper. Now they're talking about wireless technology, ultra-fast wireless. I'm interested. Keep going. Although, I got to tell you, I'm curious, and I'm asking for your feedback. I live in Seattle, and I'm on AT&T's network, and AT&T does not yet have LTE in Seattle. If they're going to talk about LTE, I don't know. I don't know. Should I stick with AT&T, guys? Maybe I should just leave that to the community. You guys decide what. No, I better never leave the decisions up to you, because then I'd have to live with them. How can I view the iPhone 5? I'm on their website. Well, if you want, you can follow live blogs, like from Engadget or Gizmodo. The Verge, to me, is the ultimate website for gathering intelligence for geeks right now. And I like gathering intelligence for geeks with Lockergnome. I want to do what the Verge has done for the content they do. I want to do for video. I'm working on a way to figure out how to bring more talent into the Lockergnome YouTube channel and the live feed, kind of to be like Tech TV. And I want to do it, live. And I'm going to find more talent. I'm going to build out, I'm aiming to build out a geek content network, primarily using video. Yeah, LTE is what they're talking about. Single chip, single radio, dynamic antenna. Fast. But of course, on my carrier, it's not available yet. That's kind of sad. There's now a single chip for voice and data, a single radio chip, and we have a unique Apple advantage with a dynamic antenna. And they're working with everyone, the biggies, Sprint, Verizon, AT&T, in Canada, Rogers, TELUS, Bell, and I imagine it's going to be available wherever the market can support it. That would not surprise me. So be watching, by the way, for new geek talent. You guys want that? Would you guys welcome more geek talent? And I'm not just talking about technology stuff, guys. I'm talking geek. Like science, astronomy is a part of that, certainly. Innovation, hardware, discussions about software, mobile, geek, right? Even comics, entertainment, movies, sci-fi, anything under that geek umbrella. Like highlighting super intelligent people who consider themselves geeks. It'd be fun. I think it would be. I can't do that on my own, though. So I know you guys may like me, but I want to welcome more people into this channel. Stay tuned for that. Don't worry, guys. You're not missing anything. Blah, blah, blah. LTE. Now, they say in Europe, and this is important for all those who are watching from Europe, a lot of adoption on this dual carrier network, so ultra-fast wireless doesn't stop at LTE. That's a big deal. There's new Wi-Fi, 2.4 gig and 5 gigahertz on 802.11n, up to 150 megabits per second. So it's ABGN antenna in iPhone 5, not this one, the one that I'm holding up, the 4S. That's good news, because I would say I use the iPhone very frequently at home and could certainly take advantage of those speeds at home. I have, after using so many routers, wireless access points, I'm pretty much with Apple's Airport, and it's good. 2 times faster CPU, 2 times faster graphics, perf. But it's not about the specs, right? And you can tell me the speed of something. I'm like, how does it feel? How does it work? Do I really feel like it's faster? Really? And I can't imagine if it's 2 times as fast with the A6 processor. Compared to the A5, it's 2 times as fast. Huge jump in performance, 22% smaller. So apparently you could launch something like the Pages app 2 times quicker, save an image from the iPhoto app almost 2 times quicker, 1.7 times quicker. View a Keynote attachment 1.7 times quicker. It's faster, and that's, hey, again, what did I say a few minutes ago? I've never complained about something being too fast. So now they're going to be demonstrating a game, it looks like, and shocker, I mean, games are like the killer apps these days. If you do not have games on your platform, you don't have a platform. At least according to gamers. So I'm very grateful that iOS devices have plenty of games available for casual users like myself. I don't really play games on the desktop. Never really did. Never did. I'm not a traditional gamer in that sense. Oh, I'm definitely not traditional in any way. I wish we could see this being played out live just to see the performance. You gamers are going to like that. So a lot of people are excited. Someone's asking, is it faster than Droid? Asks Panjock2. It depends. I'd imagine that, you could run an application faster on one platform than another with certain optimizations. That's where I like speaking to the greater experience. Is it fluid? Does it feel fast? This is the reason why I happen to like, as far as Android devices are concerned, my Galaxy Nexus 7 tablet, because it is very responsive in the applications that I happen to use. So I like that. What the hell the problem with his glasses? Shut up. Okay, Fleur8821. Apparently you are not familiar with the concept of video or YouTube. So let me just kind of explain it. Generally speaking, something happens on your screen, and it usually involves something you see and something you hear, and then you watch it. That's all you gotta do. Some people, I try. I really do. I know we're not missing anything, guys. They're playing a game. See, which game are they playing though? Looks like looks like a racing game, and I like racing games. I got addicted to Ridge Racer on the PSP years ago. On live.pirillo.com, Locust says, I don't like coffee nearly enough to be Chris. K-Tech is here. Hey, K-Tech, haven't seen you in a while. You guys, you participate with me frequently enough, and I get to know you. I get to know your usernames. Troy Rudder is here as well. He's one of the registered Gnomies. Ridge Racer, says David C147. Real Racing 3. Thank you, James Sato and Shadow LA05. Shadow LA05, by the way, is one of the top users in the Lockergnome app. I told you, I get to know your usernames. You guys get to know mine, I get to know yours. Not everybody does that. But that's a big deal for me, knowing who my strongest engagers are. I think you're in here somewhere. Maybe you're all-time. Let's see if I can find you. No, you were yesterday? Monthly, weekly, daily? You're catching up. I can't find you now. I only get to see the top. Oh, wait, load more. Maybe you're in there somewhere. Please answer me, says Ali Amar. Okay, I just did. Chris, I think we should all get together and make a geek channel, says BennyBoy1177. Let's do it! I'm serious, man. I am dead serious. To do it, it's going to take coordination. It's going to take production. It's going to take talent. And it's going to take money, right? So it's got to take all those things together. But I want your acceptance if we do this. That's the big deal. And if I don't have your understanding and your acceptance of doing a geek network, not just because the vlogs are kind of geeky too. You got to admit, 'cause I'm a geek and I'm in a vlogger and everything, so they're probably going to stay as well. But I just want to do more of that kind of stuff. Oh, whoa. Dude, I didn't even notice this. If you hover over a username now on YouTube, you get, I'm sorry to point this out. Well, I'm not sorry. I hovered over a username, and you can subscribe to them directly from their comment. Is that a new feature? That's new to me. I'd never even noticed that before. That's pretty awesome. Well, if we have any new viewers to our channel, please subscribe. That's, really all we ask. Because, I'm doing my best for all y'all. Being a geek. And generally doing geeky things. Generally. For now. May stretch into politics every so often. And other things that are, All right, so now they're talking about battery life. Apparently, that was not an overwhelming demo, according to those who saw it. So let's see here. What do we have with battery life? The new one, 3G talk time, 8 hours. 3G browsing, 8 hours. LTE browsing, 8 hours. Wow. Wi-Fi browsing, 10 hours? Oh, wow. Okay. Video, 10 hours. Music, 40. Standby, 225. Wi-Fi browsing, 10 hours on the phone. Dude, that's it's getting close to an all-day sucker now. I mean, really. I mean, to use it all day without having to plug in. Oh, the camera. This is my favorite part about the iPhone upgrades, right? Okay, screen. Okay, fine. Speed. Okay, whatever. The camera, because I use the camera all the time. What do we have? 8 megapixel sensor. That's 3264 by 2448. Backside illumination. Hybrid IR filter. That should help contrast. A 5-element lens and an f-stop of a 2.4 or aperture. Wow. 25% smaller. Dynamic low light mode, precision lens alignment, sapphire crystal. Okay, it sounds exciting. Sounds good. Theoretically. Are the photos better? What I want them to... Here's all I want them to fix. From the first... what was it? The iPhone... the first iPhone with a camera. Did the first one have a... First one had a camera. It sucked. They all sucked. Even back then, they sucked. I want them to make it easier so when I take a photo, I don't have to worry about a blurry shot anymore. I'm so tired of blurry shots. That's what I want. That's all I ask for, is for them to help blurry photos never exist. So apparently, it's going to be a good one. Faster photo capture, better low light performance, smart filter, spatial noise reduction, awesome, especially for low light photos, and a next generation ISP for the processing. And I think this, to me, that's really taking a picture. I've seen so many pictures, and they could be awesome, but they're blurry. I mean, even in bright light, a blurry photo just ticks me off. Low light performance and blur, it really upsets me. It does, because then I gotta take the photo again. I want a clear photo. I don't like sharing blurry photos. I don't even like looking at blurry photos, guys. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of annoying that way. Better low light performance, 40% faster on photo capture. It's all good news. I mean, trust me, I am definitely not complaining. They're showing some pictures. These are from the camera untouched, so they say. I don't know what it looks like, though. Of course, seeing it up close, right, and actually using it is going to ultimately spell just how good this camera is compared to old cameras. So some people are in the Lockergnome app. They're super impressed. Look, I did a little photo bombing. You can get a filter with me photo bombing. There's my face on somebody else. There's my face on somebody else. There's my face on a light pole. That one's kind of fun. You guys are really creative. Face on somebody. I love cameras, like especially phone cameras like this. So I think Adonis did that one. Someone did a funny one with me on a Coke can too. That was crazy. All right, so back to the photos because we can't really see them up close. Contrast should be better with the new processing, which is good. What about blur? Blur. All right, with iOS 6 and iCloud, they've added a new feature called shared photo streams, which is good news for those of you who take images and want to share them with certain people. And I don't know how I'm going to use that. I mean, I have my photo stream. I take a lot of photos and then just delete certain ones, so I don't know how that's going to work. Panorama feature is now available in the camera app, I'm assuming. Yeah, new feature in the iPhone 5. 28 megapixels capability, or more, I guess. I don't know what the specs are specifically, but it's panorama mode. Not a big deal. We've had panorama apps before. Dermandar, I think, has been my panoramic app of choice to this point. See if I can find it on here, and I'll show you. I think it's Dermandar. It's an easy way of taking panoramic photos. The easiest way I've found to do on a phone. So that's cool. It's a feature that's built in. Seamless transition with the photo that they're using, a photo of the Golden Gate Bridge and the landscape. I don't take a lot of panoramic shots. I might at some point, but right now not so much. Shared photo streams again would be nice for close friends and family, but in terms of broadcasting it out there. I don't know. I put too many photos, in the phone and don't want to share all of them. I just want to share certain ones. So we'll see how that feature works. Because I take like 17 photos, right, and just keep the best one, the one that's not blurry. So Apple, are you going to fix the blur problem? And Apple's not the only one. Every camera has this problem. Every camera phone has this problem. 1080p video, of course, improved video stability, face detection. You can take photos while shooting videos now. It's a big deal. The FaceTime camera, I'm assuming this here, is now HD. I think that's what they mean. This one right here. This one right here is finally HD. So that I can do this and record and see myself instead of having to hold it out and wonder if I'm getting myself in the shot. Thank you. It's about time. So nice round of upgrades. Oh, the front-facing camera, the FaceTime HD camera is 720p, also with backside illumination. And now, and this was reported earlier, they're going to handle FaceTime over cellular. And I think that's contingent on the carrier. Everything's been updated in the iPhone 5. Goes for the audio system as well. 3 microphones. Bottom, front, and back. Okay. I like where this is going. So hopefully that will mean clearer audio. Better pickup. No longer limited to... improved speaker design, 20% smaller. Is it really going to sound good, though? That's my question. They haven't gotten to the bottom of the phone. Are we going to see this new dock connector that has been, talking about rumors coming true. There have been a few rumors that have been absolutely accurate in this lineup. And you know me, I do not like talking about rumors, ever. 5-magnet transducer, so it's going to be better. Wideband audio, awesome. I love hearing these new features. As a geek, it impresses me. It makes me happy. Wow. And it's in a smaller case. Everything's smaller. 20%, thinner at least, but it's smaller. Noise canceling earpiece. Very nice. So noise canceling right up front. Oh. I like noise canceling. I do. I'm a huge fan of that. I can't even put on any kind of headphones. I don't like earbuds, but headphones that don't have noise cancelers in them, or that technology. With wideband audio, we can fill up more of the frequency spectrum. We have 20 partners on this at launch. Wow. Next, the connector. Okay. This may be it. Are we going to have to upgrade all our cables? Oh, no. Yeah, the iPhone from its start has used the iPod 30-pin connector. Indeed. How many iPod cables do I have? This is just one. So what's going to happen to you, buddy? Are you going to get tossed aside? Yeah. Seems that might be possible. Not much has changed, they say, since they, or I should say, well, in terms of the connector, it hasn't changed at all, but a lot has changed in the industry since, introducing that dock connector. They say we use wireless to do a lot of what we used to use cables for. That is absolutely true. The only time I plug this in is when I charge it. That's it. That's all. I do syncing over the air. I don't even touch iTunes. I am not an iTunes fan. So a lot has changed. Our new connector is called Lightning. So now we have Thunderbolt and Lightning. That's very, very frightening me. Galileo Figaro. Magnifico! Thunderbolt and Lightning. Well, that's a pretty cool name. I'll give him that. All digital, 8-signal design, adaptive interface, improved durability, reversible, thank you, easier to use, 80% smaller. I'd imagine they're going to have an adapter for the classic cables, though, because I can't expect that they're going to want everybody to, everybody will probably rush out and get these new cables, but I like the reversible, and the reason why is because sometimes, have you ever had this problem where you're going to plug in the phone or iPad and you got the wrong side and you had to flip it over? Well, if it's reversible, you don't have to worry about that anymore with Lightning. So here they're going to speak to an accessory, an adapter, which will fit your traditional cables, like for instance in your car. You could just leave it there, I wonder how much that adapter is going to cost. Probably as much as the other adapters. I can't imagine it being more than... Well, how much would a new cable cost? Less than that. I assume. It's probably a bad assumption, but... Well, at least they're giving you the adapter. I appreciate that. And I will be taking advantage of that. I don't think it's going to be a $30 adapter. That would be a little much. I just assume buy a new cable at that price. I'm guessing the adapter will be $5 to $10. It's not going to be $70. Someone on who said that? Who said it's going to be $70? Blackheart X Chibi Hell said it's going to be $70. It's not going to be $70. You guys are nuts. Scott Forstall's out. They're going to show us iOS 6. Now, how soon are we going to see iOS 6? And then how soon after iOS 6 are we going to see iPhone 5? That's my question. Because I want both. Now. Immediately. I can't wait. I'll sell my phone to anybody. I think I sold my iPhone 4 for like $500. And $500. I think that's what I could probably sell this for. The iPhone 4S, I'll even take off the protective screens. I take care of all my devices. It is almost in perfect condition. And it was used a bit by me daily. So it has my sweat. You could probably pull off my DNA and clone yourself a Chris Pirillo on your end if you want. Up to you. But I'll probably be selling it through official channels. It's an AT&T 64 gig. I always get as much gig as I can get. Always. Just assume that. It's the top of the line iPhone. Always. Again, when has anybody ever complained? I have too much storage. Never. Demonstrating the GPS features. Wonder if it's a true GPS inside. They didn't really talk about that, though. It may not be happening this time around, guys. Didn't hear anything about NFC either. Guess they didn't think it was ready. Yeah, Apple's not going to roll something out. They don't think it's ready. Turn-by-turn directions. I guess it's important for some of you if you use iOS devices or traditionally have used Android devices. Android's had that forever. You can even download an app, and I believe TomTom is powering the turn-by-turn directions, the navigation features of the iPhone, which is cool. TomTom's a good system. They have a cinematic camera angle to fly you around. I don't know why that's a big deal, but okay. Nice touch. Nice touch. I love upgrades. Don't get me wrong. I'm not making fun of Apple. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just saying that all this works in landscape in addition to portrait, and that turn by turn, that's good. I have a GPS built in the car. You guys have seen it in the vlogs. You guys are watching the vlogs, right? You like it? You like this video? Do you like this video? Do you like the vlogs? By the way, you guys are slacking. Go to vlog.pirillo.com. We used to get 1,000 likes on every one of the vlogs. You guys still love them. Just like them. That's all. Just like. Remember to like. This is all you gotta do. You click a button. It's so easy. Oh, by the way, and I announced this in yesterday's Geek Out video. If you guys saw it, you need to download the official YouTube app from Google. It is awesome sauce. No easier way of getting to our stuff or the stuff, your favorite stuff that is produced by anybody out there, really. When you tap the 3D button, you get a Take It On flyover. Haven't seen this in person. The 3D stuff is kind of gimmicky to me. We'll see, if that changes. I love Google Earth, though. I love the Google's rendition of 3D stuff. Even Bing Maps are kind of awesome, too. So we will see how that works in real life with iOS 6. Not just on the 4S, but on the 5 as well. A lot of numbers we're tossing around here, I realize. See here. I think, how many new, I'm checking to see our stats here. How many of you guys have downloaded our iPhone app? Oh, by the way, the iPhone app link is in this video's description. Did you notice? You can click the link down. Tap the link. Click. Okay, guys. Tap the link. Install the app. It's free. It's fun. It's Lockergnome. I'm waiting. It's underneath the Lockergnome link that we have below. Try the app, man. It's free. 5-star rating so far. Awesome. We do this for you. And your name can be in the app. And we are going to feature the top user every day in Geek Out. Download the app. There's the link, man. It's going to be in every video description, man. It's awesome. I have my own app. Okay. So now they're going into Safari, full screen mode. Nice, nice. This is all iOS 6. We've heard a lot of this before, though, to be fair. And, you know, I'd expect that they're going to be rolling it out very, very soon. Yeah, you can tweet from, I mean, you could do that before. And they'll also have Facebook integrated. The full screen mode in Safari is definitely welcome in iOS 6. iCloud tabs is good if you use Safari. I do not. I'm a Google Chrome fan. Fanatic, really. Love Google Chrome. I love how, you know, they're constantly updating it, making it better, making it faster. And I use Google Chrome on iOS. I use Google Chrome on the desktop, on Windows, on OS X. They've now added VIPs in Mail on iOS. Not a big deal for me. I don't really use VIP Mail in the Mail app, even though I do use the Mail app on OS X. Maybe a big deal for those of you who have a lot of mail like I do and use that feature. Let's see here. Did you guys download our app yet? I'm checking as they're just talking about Mail and VIP. Are they copying everything from Google? Asks MNM Rock Z. No, not everything. They're definitely turning on similar features. But, you know, ultimately, I don't know. I just don't see copying as bad. It's never who's first, right? It's who does it best. And you may believe that, you know, something else does it better than something else. That's fine. It's your device. It's your money. You can spend it however you want. I'm fine with that, dude. Hey, go for it. Knock yourself out. I am not going to tell you what device to buy. I will not. Passbook should be interesting. Movie tickets, boarding passes, card from Starbucks. I like this feature, if only because I'm tired of carrying around affinity cards. And go boop, boop. The app I use for that right now, if you guys want... See, I'm just giving you all sorts of tips here. Keyring is my favorite. It's called Keyring. It's available at least on iOS, maybe available for Android as well. But with Keyring, you could key in all of your affinity cards. Like I got PetSmart and Red Mango, Petco, PCC, Office Max, Lego VIP, duh. And I keep them all here. And so Passbook is apparently going to be replacing this app, or theoretically. That'll be nice and make things a lot more convenient for us. And I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. Ooh, this is nice. I love the new sharing menu. Instead of using text as they've used across, like when you press a share button, now there will be icons in iOS 6. So it's more visual, like print, copy, send to Facebook, send to a photo stream, etc. That's nice. Let's see here. What else do we have? There's the photo stream. Oh, interesting. Allows anybody to view this shared photo stream on iCloud.com. Oh, so you can just share certain segments of the photo streams. Interesting. I wonder if we'll be able to enable that for our Lockergnome app too. And then of course, upgrades to Siri. I'm just not a huge fan of Siri. I've used it a few times, but it's still, to me, it's still gimmicky. I don't use the phone that way. It's always a pain in the neck to use it, for me, at least. Same stuff that we saw at WWDC. You've seen this video already. Get access to sports scores, standings. I'm not a big sports fan, so it's, again, I don't know. It's nice. It's nice to see. It's nice to have. If anybody ever asks me, hey, what is the score of the Cubs game? Well, I don't know. Cubs are probably 0. It's just a guess. I'm sorry, Dad. My dad's a Cubs fan. You guys might know that. By the way, I talked to him. I think my dad is going to be doing regular videos for our YouTube channel. What do you guys think? We'll call him like Senior Netizen or Senior Geek or something, and he'll talk about, you know, his perspectives on techy, geeky, sciencey, newsy things. What do you think? He's coming to the channel. He's coming to your town. Well, not really. Okay, why can't I hear your voice? I have no idea, kooziness, because I am definitely talking. Guillermo Pereira says, had to skip class. Did you guys skip class or work to watch this? That's crazy. But thank you for tuning in. All 1,000 let's see here, 1,365 of you. Thank you for sharing the link for this video, by the way. Thank you for liking the video. We're over 1,000 at this point. Interesting way, though, and I think this is what I like about Siri, is being the visual way that they pull up information like weather, movie information, ratings, sports scores. Sure. I'm just not a sports fan. Interesting. You could say to Siri something like, find a sushi restaurant for 4 at 8 o'clock. Siri pulls up the information. They're not noticing any lag from the audience. At least this is what's being reported. Pardon me. Sorry about that, guys. Woof. There have been 1,840 of you who have now downloaded the Lockergnome iPhone and Android app, or Android app. Thank you. Let's see if we can get to 2,000 downloads before the end of this video. Can you guys do it? Can you guys You can do it. You can do it. I believe you. I mean, the alternative is me continuing to talk about Siri. That's not as exciting. You just show on the screen right now. We see a handful of their icons showing off for iOS 6. Let's see what happens here. There are great new enhancements to the phone app, including the ability to automatically send an SMS back when you can't take a call. You know, I gotta tell you, if there's one thing I wish Apple would copy from Android, it's the notifications. I love the notifications on Jelly Bean on Android. Love them because you can take action from within the notification. On Apple, you can't. It's not as simple to do right there from within the notification. You got to jump into the app. So let's see here. When are we talking about a launch date? When are we going to get our pause on iOS 6? Chris, can you say Bing? I can. Another YTPMV-er. What's YTPMB? I don't know what that is. The new iPhone is terribly boring, says Joshua something something. It scrolled off. Well, you may think so. Okay. I'm definitely not bored. I want to see that camera. I want a better front-facing camera, and now I have that. So I'm not complaining. So let's see here. Now he's talking about the iPhone. Phil's back, talking about the iPhone 5 coming in black and white. Pardon me. I apologize, guys. Getting a little choked up here. All this talk about new gadgets and software is getting me happy. And I did the same thing for other announcements earlier. It's not just about Apple. We like doing these type of live streams when any big company's got announcements. So a wrap up of the features. Get on with it. Interesting though. I don't see okay, no, I see a music icon in the videos, separate video icon. Oh, now they're going to be showing a video. All right, let's go back to, I don't care about them showing a video of the product. I can't see it right now. Glenn O260 wants my hat. Sorry, you can't have it. Will they give us different colors apart from black and white? Dan Lawrence asks, it does not appear so. Espresso asks, McWiz, yes it is. Hey, the Outsanity.com is here. Hey, Outsanity, how you doing? He's waiting for the wallet damage of the new iPod Touch. Well, they haven't even said that. They're still on the iPhone 5, and I do wonder if we're going to hear anything about a new iPad or iPod Touch today. Or if that's just going to be another announcement for another day. Why would they, just take away the stage time for iOS 6 and iPhone 5? They might. Scott Jedden says, thanks, Chris, for doing this Geek Out Live. I love them all. Well, thank you. I love you, too. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the app downloads. Thank you, by the way. And I'm serious about the shares. When you embed our videos in your blog or your Facebook feed or your Google Plus account or Twitter, that lets other people know that we exist. You help us. I can't grow on my own, dude. I can't do the Geek Network idea on my own. I'm going to need to find people who are like me, whether you just want to be in the audience or you want to participate, here, somehow in content. I need your help. Can't do it alone. Yeah, they're still doing a video demonstration. Not as interesting for me. Although, here's something interesting to point out. In the demonstration that I see, the screenshots from these live blogs, they're showing Safari. Now, in Safari on the desktop, they updated it so you have, much like Google Chrome, the Omni bar, just one bar across the top. They haven't done that in the browser. It's still, see, there's me pulling up information, learning about AT&T not having LTE in the Seattle area. It's still two separate fields. I don't know why they haven't unified that, or why they wouldn't have unified that in iOS 6. Was that someone knocking at our door? Did I already order the iPhone 5? Is it here right now? That is a possibility. Distinct possibility. So now they're cutting away to the internals. Looks like a smaller phone, of course, as they've already stated. I can't imagine we're going to run into the same problems we did with Antenna Gate. That is a possibility. They could have messed up something with engineering again. Let's hope not. I never had that problem, though, really, with the attenuation of the antenna. You're holding it wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm always holding it right. They're mitigating it as much as they can. Mr. San Felice says, hi from Brazil. Howdy. Pete Marshall heard the dogs. Indeed, you did. Kieran Smile says, just downloaded the app. Love the Geek Outs. Thank you for downloading the app and loving the Geek Outs. What iPhone do I have? The 4S. Someone must have just tuned in later. They're still playing the video, so can't really talk to any new features or announcements at this point. Looks like Spoin Killen says there's a killer in my kitchen. I don't think so. I don't generally hang out with killers, or try not to at least. Happened once. Luckily, I escaped. Oh, now that I think of it, it wasn't a killer. It was more of a relative. Chris, can you say jab is cool? Yes, I can. And I just did. What European countries are you most popular in? UK is really our prime demographic. If I look at our analytics... I'm not logged in on this computer. I'm not going to log into this computer. But the UK is the most popular. England. Make an OS X version of your app. I'm going to ask Mobile Roadie if they have plans on porting it over to the desktop. That would be really cool. I would love that. Love it. Scott Forstall on screen talking through the integration of hardware and software. Apple's edge for so long. Very true. Microsoft is getting it close with the Surface tablets. Of course, we still haven't heard anything about Surface tablet pricing or availability, really. It's kind of vaporware at this point. Will it be expensive? We don't know. Well, it remains to be seen. Do you still have your Mac Pro? Indeed, I do. And I use it every day. It's what's connected to these dual 30-inch screens behind me. What's the price? We don't know yet. Nothing yet. Chris, can you make your Android app more compatible because it doesn't work natively with my devices? John 49522. That's not something I control. You have to talk to Mobile Roadie. So I would reach out to him on Twitter, possibly, and they will address that question for you. Because believe me, I'm all about support. I can't even run it on my Android tablet right now. So I'm with you, dude. I'm totally with you. Hi from India, Lokesh Goyal. Boy, we got people from all around the world watching this live feed. It's 7 p.m. in London, says Entertainment Fanboy. Maybe, the 10 a.m. time slot seems to be a good time slot to go live for anything. Maybe we should have been doing 10 a.m. Boy, I tell you what, if I could get 1,300 viewers every day for a live video feed, I would totally go live at 10 a.m. Totally. I would do that. But you guys would have to show up every day, and I don't think you're going to do that. Pardon me. We're pushing on to an hour for the video. They're still broadcasting the announcements, still going through some of the finer points of how the iPhone was created. This, again, will be very interesting video to watch when Apple uploads it, likely later today. That's what they've done in the past. Chris Pirillo fan says, I'm your second biggest fan. Thank you. I think my first biggest fan is, I've got a USB fan. You just plug it into a port. It goes, it keeps me cool. It's my number one fan. USB. Do you think the iPhone 4S is still worth buying? Someone asks. Yes, it is. In fact, I would say that for what you get, the 3GS is still a good buy. The 4 is still a good buy. They're great phones. You can save a lot of money by going previous generation. As I said, I'm going to be looking to sell this for right around $500 to somebody, anybody who wants it. Why would I hold on to something? I'm going to sell it, get the new one. That's what I do every year. Drop me a line if you want. chris@pirillo.com. I will be pre-ordering the new iPhone as soon as I can. Absolutely. The big question is, do I stick with AT&T or move to Verizon? I don't know. I want to be on both. Because AT&T I've liked for their service, and Verizon I like for the network, and I can't be on both. I want one phone to rule them all. I don't want to have to get two. I wish it was just one phone that would work on both networks. Oh, I wish. But alas, it is not to be. Back with Phil. A couple of the iPhone 5s up again behind him. Looks like the rear of the iPhone. Oh, here we go with pricing. Sorry. 2-year contract. My computer just farted. 2-year contract, 16 gig, $200, 32 gig, $300, 64 gig, $400. 2-year contract for the 4S. This has been standard, seemingly. My 4S, you don't need to have a contract. Well, at least if you buy it, you can do whatever you want with it. So 4S, 16 gig is now going for $99, assumedly with a contract. iPhone 4, 8 gigs, free. Free with contract, assumingly. So great, an iPhone 4 for free. With a contract. And that's a good phone, dude. That is a solid phone. September 14th is when pre-orders start. September 14th, a couple days. So Friday this week. Ships September 21st. It's coming soon, man. It's coming soon. So it'll be available initially in the US, Canada, UK, France, Germany, Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. So September 14th, I will be ordering the iPhone 4S. I don't know if I'll stream that live. That's not as interesting, unless you guys think it will be. Like, we don't know what time we can start doing it, right? Maybe I'll stream it live from live.pirillo.com, not YouTube. Oh, more than just those countries. In December in December this year, 2012, when the world ends, 100 countries, 240 carriers. It's a big deal. So mark the dates. 2 days from now, September 14, 2012, pre-order. It ships on the 21st. I promise you, I will do a live unboxing on the 21st when it gets here. Yes, I will be getting it. Oh, no, hang on. iOS 6 ships for iPhone 4S, iPhone 4, all the way back to the 3GS, the new iPad, iPad 2, and the iPod Touch 4th generation. Coming on September 19th, iOS 6, September 19th. Just a couple of days before we'll have the 4S. So we'll only have a couple of days to fiddle with it. So what I will do is I will have a live stream probably around, hopefully around 10 a.m. I don't know when they're going to, officially it's going to be available, but watch. If you want to watch me, install iOS 6 for the first time and have first impressions, tune in to my Twitter feed, Facebook, Google+, subscribe to me there. I'll tweet out the link to the live video. And then, of course, I'll also push out to all of the Lockergnome app users as well. So you say, hey, I'm streaming the iOS 6 first impressions right now, so tune in. So that's why you want to follow. That's why you want to subscribe. So there's going to be a few live videos coming up for us. So in addition to announcing iPhone 5, something near and dear to their hearts to talk about today, music. Okay. All right. See where they're going with this. Is this the alleged Pandora killer? iPod plus iTunes. Excited that we can make music products better or simpler. That's true, although I'm a huge Pandora fan and Spotify. Been loving them. Lockergnome just sent out a second push. Oh, the vlog is up. So this is what's cool about the push. You just slide it, unlock if you have a lock, and what will happen is it'll jump you directly to the video. Right there, YouTube. And then you can watch it. And you can like it from there, too. You just press this down menu, and you like it from there. Oh, wow. 39 likes on the vlog already. Thank you. Ooh, today they're announcing changes with iPod and iTunes. Are they killing iTunes finally? I hate iTunes. For anybody who says, Chris, you like everything Apple does. That's not true. I think iTunes sucks. I haven't launched iTunes in months because I do everything wirelessly now. I manage everything wirelessly. Yes, Chris's code is 8888. It's not a shock, guys. I've told you that for years. If you guys find my iPhone, I promise, you can unlock it. Let's see here. And I already told you, you find my wireless network what the password is. So I'm open that way, guys. I'm open that way. Yeah, iTunes. Okay, so are you killing iTunes? Probably not. The store is available in 63 countries around the world. That's a big deal because a lot of app stores aren't available in all countries. And a lot of U.S. citizens don't realize that. They're Americentric. They think, if it's in the U.S., it's everywhere. And that's definitely not the case. Will you keep this video so that we can watch it later? Absolutely, the FX man. Nice to see you again. This video is being recorded on YouTube's end. And I'm glad to see that it is streaming just fine. Checking the stats. Everything's good. Thank goodness. Or at least it should be streaming live. Right now, I know it's streaming live. I mean, I hope it's recording. It should be recording. If not, I'll be upset. Customers can shop from anywhere. More than 2/3 of downloads come from iOS. That's where I do it. Here's our new design for iOS devices. Awesome. Same design runs across all stores, books, music, video, assumedly apps as well. Which is good news. Keeping it, regular. Looking beautiful. Hopefully it's easier, faster. They need to speed it up. I mean, it's slow. It is slow. And I don't think it's slow because of the hardware. I think it just need optimizations. New app store design. Facebook likes integrated in every entry. Cool. So you guys can go in and like the Lockergnome app from iTunes now, or from the App Store. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. I like it. You like it? Preview songs while browsing? Play your samples while looking around the store? That's kind of cool. Okay. I don't buy music from Apple, though. I don't believe in it. I mean, I believe in it, but I just don't. That's not how I get music. Available, these upgrades for the app stores, available September 19th. So when iOS 6 rolls out, we're going to see the updates, which is cool. It's fine by me. Again, not complaining here. Definitely not complaining. Happy to see these updates. Yeah, so no new iPad announcement this time. Are they good? Will they do something though? Will they have another announcement coming up for if as is alleged an iPad mini is on the slate, so to speak. 200 million iTunes in the cloud users. I am not one of them. I upload all my music, if I have it, like MP3s, and I still have to upload more, to Amazon. I like Amazon because they have an iOS player. It's easy, it's nice, and to me, it's just the way that I prefer to get and keep music. Today they're introducing a new version of iTunes. Will it suck still? Is it just like crap piled on top of crap? Please say no. Please say no. Please say no. Just, ooh. Okay, it looks about the same-ish. Does it change? Does it suck less? I hate iTunes. I hate it. I know I keep saying that. You guys can quote me on that. I hate iTunes. At Chris Pirillo. Quote me on Twitter. Chris Pirillo hates iTunes. What else is new? I use Dropbox, Chris, says BennyBoy1177. Dropbox is a good alternative. I don't know if I'd use it to manage music because the player would kind of suck. I don't know. Maybe I just have to do a better analysis of managing my music with Apple versus Amazon. But I really like the way Amazon handles it. I really, really do. And I think, unless I'm mistaken, it's a bit more affordable. Not by much, but it's a bit more affordable. And the player works just fine. So yeah, new design, especially for music in iTunes. It looks like they've killed the sidebar entirely though. Like gone. Huh. And interesting, on the screenshot I'm seeing, I see songs, albums, artists, genres, videos, playlists, radio. That's it I see in iTunes. So no app management. Are they going to use the App Store app for management now on OS X? But then they would have to ship one for Windows as well. Interesting. We'll see where they're going with this. We'll see. Don't have the full news yet. You can also browse your library by artist. Okay. Again, this is just... I'll go to Spotify because I don't have to organize anything. That's what I love about Spotify. And I'd rather pay just a few bucks a month to have everything live on Spotify. I honestly, why buy stuff a la carte anymore? I don't understand it. Ping looks to be dead. Shocker. We've given the artist the ability to share photos with you in their library. Here's some photos Coldplay is sharing. Nice. I'm not an artist though. So, although our podcast, I guess that it does kind of, that's kind of like being an artist, isn't it? I should just become an artist. I should just sing something and put it on iTunes. Something really bad. Like, I'll make it a ringtone. There you go. I'm Chris Pirillo, and you need to answer your phone. Yeah. Be funny, I think. Oh, Matt Tyson on Twitter quotes me, Chris Pirillo hates iTunes. I definitely do not. So Matt likes iTunes. I'm just not a fan. Split screen to see your full library while adding songs to playlists. We'll see if it's usable. Again, it's gonna be hard to pull me away from Pandora or Spotify. I'm just saying. Or switching away from Amazon for managing some of those MP3s that I've tracked over the years. I hate iTunes because it's unwieldy. It's been slow, and it's just unmanageable. It's just not the way I want to track media. Just isn't. Never has been. Never been a fan. Never been a fan. The happiest day of my life is when I finally untethered myself from it. No one ever used Ping. That's not true. I used Ping briefly, and the only time I see Ping is when someone adds me. Apparently people still add me on Ping. I don't know why. Why I don't do anything on iTunes like that. Where the hell is NFC? Dave Teelung? I do not know. I don't think it's happening, though. Not in this iteration. Is that a bad thing? I don't know. I've never had NFC, so I couldn't tell you that I would miss it. Sing the I Hate iTunes song, says Flint and Steel Studios 1. Let's see if they have... No, they're still talking about iTunes. So I guess I'll sing the I Hate iTunes song. I hate iTunes, so do you. We would rather stuff our mouth with glue. iTunes sucks. I'm drinking Starbucks. Suck. It's the best I could do on the spot, really. But it does look, FYI, it does look like they've really overhauled iTunes. The UI does not look like they are clinging on to the past. My question is, if they did overhaul it, is it only available for OS X, or will there be a Windows version available? I'm of the mindset that they may be killing the Windows version. Yeah. Sorry, I just don't see the value of iTunes anymore with Spotify. Am I wrong? Spotify and Pandora. That is like, to me, or even Spotify Radio itself. You don't even need Pandora anymore. Spotify. You don't even have to pay for Spotify. You can run it free on the desktop. You don't even have to pay anything. Okay, guys, tell me on Twitter. I'm watching Sign a Dude on Twitter says iTunes doesn't suck. Whatever, dude. Joe Newmans says, I hate iTunes. It's great. Okay, which is better? And do it with a greater than, less than. Which is better, iTunes or Spotify? I'm all about Spotify. That's greater than for me. Yep. See, Ryder Bren says, you are right. Spotify is awesome. I'm telling you, man. iTunes has to be a Spotify killer, and it doesn't look like it. They built iClouds into iTunes. Okay, cool, I guess. And I think, for music, right? For movies, I've never really purchased movies a la carte. I'm waiting for prices to become a bit more reasonable for rentals. I don't, at this point, buy digital movies. I just don't. Just not a fan. I mean, if someone gave me a redeem code, sure, I might redeem it. But if I did get movies, it would probably be either through my Amazon Prime subscription, because I know I could watch them anywhere, on any device that Amazon supported. The iTunes stuff for movie rentals or purchases, I'll probably get into the day that we have kids. That's a possibility, because then I wouldn't have to track the same movie over and over and over again. Forget about carrying around discs. At this point, it's just is easy and cheap to go with Redbox for rentals in the U.S. David Carly Arnold says Amazon Prime rocks. I agree, dude. I love Amazon Prime. See, dude, I'm giving equal credit to as many companies as I can, dude. I'm talking. I love Google. I love Amazon. I love Microsoft. I love Apple. I love them all. But there are things that each one of them does that I don't like. I mean, hello, you want to talk about being a balanced geek? You've never used Spotify? Dude, you're missing out. Trust me. Clintus says radio is over iTunes. I agree. Although I do believe Spotify is better than radio. The store on the desktop is very similar to the new iOS versions. Much cleaner. Looks simpler to navigate. Cool. Just not for me. I hope Apple makes some new headphones. They didn't really talk about it. They may be, but who knows. I'm going to send you an iTunes guard just so you have to use iTunes, says Wild Indian 4. Okay, don't know exactly should I take that as a threat? I still redeem apps, dude. By the way, go.tagjag.com/free apps. I should put that link in the video description because you guys are going to love it. This is how I get all my free apps. I get tons of free gift cards for iTunes and Amazon. Go.tagjag.com/free apps. I've got 2870 points, so I could redeem this now for a $5 Amazon gift card. In the past, I've gotten $50 iTunes gift cards, and you just basically download apps and generate points, and you share the link with people. But I use this all the time. It works. It works very, very well. I've showed you before in Geek Outs and Vlogs. It's legit. You want to get free gift cards? That's how you do it. That's how I do it. Go.tagjag.com/free apps. The new iTunes is available late October. That's when it's coming. Okay, guess it's kind of exciting. Not really. It's like, you know what's more exciting to me than a new version of iTunes? Stabbing myself with scissors. That is more exciting. Sorry, I hate to be a wet blanket and everything. I'm all about the iPhone 5, but come on. I'm just being realistic, guys. I'm just, honestly, keeping it real for y'all. That's what I'm trying to do. For all 1,300 of you watching live. And those 1,150 have liked it. Thank you. Most popular music player of all time. I don't care. The iPod. So they're going to be talking about the iPod. We're going to see a new version. Taller screen, smaller screen, retina display. What's going on? So they're showing the shuffle, the iPod Touch. Ooh, 350 million iPods sold. Not bad. I guess that's okay. Honestly, the phone, that's my music device now. And it wouldn't be for everybody because, of course, you wouldn't want to be tethered to a contract potentially. Let's start with the Nano. They've had 6 generations of it, but we wanted to reinvent the Nano. We thought, what elements do we want to add? Okay. Apps. That would get me interested. What was that project, that watch project, Pebble? I kickstarted it. I'll be getting a Pebble. I may do a live unboxing of the Pebble, too. Flash is dead. Adobe have stopped mobile support for all platforms, says Netlingnet. Dude, Flash was dead with the first iPhone. That's not news. That's like 5 years old. VLC, the best media player. I agree. I love VLC. So they're redoing the iPod Nano, of course, new dock connector, the Lightning connector. They gave it a large display, make it thin and light, the Lightning connector. Here's what we did with the Nano. All right, let's see it. So now they've gone to a taller display rather than the shorter display that they've had. So it looks like a tiny, tiny phone is what's being said. Doesn't really lend itself to wrist watchability, unless, of course, it lies vertical, because it's like, it looks like this. Sorry. Like that. It's the best I can do. Because I do not have permission to show these images to you. I do not have, and that's why I can't show you. 38% thinner, 5.4 millimeters thick, the thinnest iPod Nano they've ever created. Physical controls along the side. If you guys like the Nano, I was not the market for it. Just wasn't. But nice touchscreen. If you're a Nano fan, I'm not. See, again, it's a good announcement. 2.5 inch diagonal resolution, or measurement. My question is, it says multi-touch. They got a home button, so it's like a little phone. Yeah, like a little iPhone. Comes in fun colors, 7 different colors. Fitness built in, podcast, photos, radio, videos, music. I don't think they're going to be releasing apps for this thing, which is a little disappointing. It'd be interesting to see what apps people could come up with this. That's what I'm looking forward to most with the Pebble Watch, to see what developers make. Yeah, this is not something I'm going to get, but it looks nice. It does. Great design. I expect nothing less from Apple. Multi-touch Nano. If you want to see the pictures, where are you watching it from? I'm watching all the live blogs right now. FM tuner integrated. Who do you guys listen to FM anymore? At one point in time, I thought, well, it has to have an FM tuner. I need a tuner in my phone, and I would never use it. I would never use it. I don't. I listen to everything, online. Widescreen video on the Nano, which is cool. Again, it'd be good if, and I guess this, if anything, would pull me into the cloud for music. If I listen to music more frequently, and I just don't. Video might be interesting, though. It'd be interesting to give this a Nano to a kid if you could control it and it would just show the video and they just watch it on the little screen. it would be interesting, in that context, because then they couldn't really screw with anything else. They could just all you could do is just watch a video. Just lock it down. I think you can do that now with the accessibility controls on iOS 6. One of the biggest requests they had was for Bluetooth, so they added it. Okay, so now you can Bluetooth headsets or Bluetooth playback in the car. Big deal. If you're a Nano fan. They've given it the lightning connector as stated a couple of minutes ago. Anyone know the GPU within the iPhone 5? It's using the A6 processor, and they say it's twice as fast as the A5. Or everything feels twice as faster, and benchmarks is about twice as fast. So I'd assume graphics performance is also going to be twice as good. I don't know how that's going to translate with your average games. Longest battery life, they say, in the Nano to date. I expect nothing less. That'd be a challenge to make something new. And the battery life is half as long. That would suck. They kind of look like mini Nokia phones. You might be right there. Now they're going on to the iPod Touch. And by the way, it's called iPod Touch, not iTouch. I did a video on that a while ago. iPod Touch, not iTouch. iPod Touch, not iTouch. It's the world's most popular player, but also the most popular game device. Not a shocker. Sold my PSP. Tried to sell my DSs. Couldn't sell them. I mean, they wouldn't even take $5 for them. I'm like, fine, I'll hold on to them. 175,000 game and entertainment apps on iOS specifically for an iPod Touch. How long ago? How many years ago did I say this was the ultimate mobile gaming device? I said that years ago, and I was right. It is 6.1 inch, or I'm sorry, 6.1 millimeters thin, almost as thin as the Nano, but it's a touch, the lightest iPod Touch they've ever created. This is the 5th generation iPod Touch. So we have the iPhone 5 and the 5th gen iPod Touch, which looks to have about the same screen as the iPhone. Is it Retina display though? That's a big question. I purchased the iPod Touch, the 4th gen, and I just didn't use it all that much. I really didn't. So I don't see myself getting an iPod Touch. I just don't. Because, I got it just to see, what it was like and do tests, but I don't know if I'm going this route. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll get, a basic one just to do an unboxing. You guys want that? Yeah, buy everything, Chris. Spend your money. Ha ha. Let's see here. Same display as on the iPhone 5, so larger display, but is it Retina? That's my question. Pricing is probably going to be the same as what the previous generation or the 4th generation has been. That's just a guess. My curiosity is, and I'm stuck. It's 64 gigs. I just feel tapped at 64 gigs. It's too much. Or I'm too much. It's too little. So that's one thing I am disappointed in the iPhone 5. I want a 128 gigger. I really do. I'm already tapped out on this thing with all the apps. I know I need to uninstall apps. I know. They made it faster. They're bringing the A5 chip to the new iPod Touch. They said it's the same display, but is it the same display components? They didn't really speak to that in the iPod Touch. So I do wonder about that. That they didn't really speak to it. Dual core processor, 2 times faster CPU as previous gen, dual core graphics with the A5. Same size screen as the iPhone 5. It's better if you want a new iPod. We can do things with the iPod Touch that we couldn't do with the last generation. Okay. Well, now that you have a new chip in it, I suppose you could do things that are different. Because with Apple... Oh, they did say Retina? Okay, I missed the Retina. Okay. My bad. Thank you, guys, for correcting me. I just didn't see it. Again, I had an iPod Touch and just didn't use it. Everything, I just kept going back to the iPhone because I'd have that on me all the time. Now, game developers on stage to show off some iPod Touch action. Clumsy Ninja and new interactive... Or I'm sorry, I don't know if this is a new interactive toy. It's an interactive toy. The Ninja is fully aware of his environment. Let me Google this here. Or Bing it. Ninja. Interesting. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen this thing before. Yeah, Clumsy Ninja. Which is what people use to describe me sometimes. That's a nickname I used to have. Clumsy Ninja. Or just Clumsy. One of the two. Lol, it has an A5. I don't know why that's funny to you. Okay. For that price, might as well get a Nexus 7. Sure, but you couldn't necessarily pocket a Nexus 7. And if you already... Okay, so, for example, I have a lot of apps, download a lot of apps, manage a lot of apps. They're mostly on iOS at this point. So it would make sense for me to move to an iPod Touch. If you want a bigger screen, yeah, you wouldn't go with an iPod Touch. That kind of goes without saying. They're two different devices, really, for two different needs, really. It would be interesting to see the... I don't know. I don't think I caught pricing, though, on this yet. Clumsy Geek. Ha ha ha. It was Retina last generation. Oh, thank you, Mega Amazing Creation. I appreciate that. See, I never promised that I knew everything. I never did. I miss things all the time. I do my best to cover everything. Is Apple killing off the iPod Classic? It wouldn't shock me. Do you think the iPhone 5 is a good update? Drop 510 asks. I thought the iPhone 4S was a good update. I think every iPhone is a good update. The thing, as I said before, I'm looking forward to most is that camera. I want to see how much better it does. I want to see if I don't want to take any more blurry photos. I just want clean photos. That's all. Clean photos. First take. Clean photo. That's all I want. They're demonstrating Clumsy Ninja. Apparently this is the killer app for the iPod Touch. I don't look at me. I don't know. This is just a... You could probably download it right now. The Ninja is based on research from Oxford. Clumsy Ninja. Yeah, you can get it now. Wow, okay. Apparently, people like the demo. Okay. Battery life has been increased on the iPod Touch. Good news. 40 hours of music now on the iPod Touch. And that's really what the iPod was designed for. Initially, really, was music. And, certainly grown to be a pretty amazing device. Now, I would love to see. Wouldn't it be awesome? And I don't think they're going to do it. Pricing. I mean, if they just slashed the price so that it was just stupid low. I don't think Apple's going to do that. They don't need to do that. They make so much money. And they are so profitable in their hardware and their software. Which is cool. I mean, every company should be profitable. You would hope that. You would want that. You would wish that for any company. No doubt about that. Okay, so it's got an iSight camera. They're building it into the iPod Touch. And an autofocus and flash. And flash is in, a camera. Although I wish they would move the flash sensor to the other side of the camera, because this, keeping it here, produces so much red eye, potentially. Sapphire crystal, LED flash, autofocus, f-stop, 2.4 aperture, 5-element lens, hybrid IR filter, backside illumination, only a 5-megapixel sensor to separate itself from the iPhone sensor. So I'm imagining these photos are going to look amazingly better. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the real world, like with photos. Panorama mode as well in the camera app, most likely. That's the one thing I wish Apple would do is beef up that camera app with more features. It's one thing I like about a lot of the camera apps for, not just iOS, but certainly for Android as well. You just out of the box, you get better features in the camera. iPhoto for the App Store now works with the new iPod Touch 2. Very nice. Although I'm not a fan of the iPhoto software. See, I'm not a fan of that. I mean, some of the Apple software I like, but iPhoto, not as much. Because the problem is I have so many photos, I can't manage them anymore, right? I push them out, to Instagram or to Flickr or, to the Lockergnome app. This could potentially rival point-and-shoot cameras. And he says, but there's more. That's according to them. That's marketing. Whether or not that's real, it depends on your usage model. Yes. What's going on? Still waiting. iPod Touch Loop. Oh, so they're making some kind of like a camera strap. Hey, it's a point and shoot camera. Why buy a point and shoot? Now, granted, I'm not going to turn this. This is the vlogging camera, by the way. go.tagjag.com/HD hat. It's what I used for all the vlogs. Look at that lens. It's bigger than the camera. It's a modification that the company does. So, they're really positioning that the iPod Touch to really be the perfect pocket device. Again, without any kind of contract. It could and should replace your point and shoot if you do not have one on your phone. Face detection, backside illumination, 720p FaceTime HD camera. It's good to see that they're finally updating the FaceTime camera to HD, because the 640 by 480 resolution has just been, I hate it. Because, well, and again, and I mentioned this earlier in the video, now with the new FaceTime HD camera up front, you can hold the I keep double tapping because I'm used to it to do the zoom. I don't know if I'll have to do that in the new version, or the new screen. But then you could hold the camera out like this and see a preview of what you were recording, versus using the 1080p camera on the other side. Bluetooth 4.0 with LE, 802.11 A, B, G, and N, 5 gigahertz connectivity, just like on the new iPhone, iPhone 5, up to 150 megabits per second, fast. They're bringing AirPlay mirroring to the iPod Touch for the first time. Big deal for those of you who have an Apple TV, which is kind of geek impulse buy territory at $99. Improvements across the board. And they're also supporting Siri in the new iPod Touch. They're bringing a lot of features to the iPod Touch, to tell you the truth. This is a pretty good pocket device. I mean, better than the previous generations, no doubt. If only for that camera. Although now what I'm almost tempted to do is go out and I may buy an iPod Touch, like the basic one, just to do a camera comparison of the iPod Touch versus the iPhone 5, just to see how they compare it all. The iPod Touch in colors. Interesting. That's new. What colors do we have here? I was happy with the old colors. Black. I'm fine. My device, I just love black devices. Can you not tell? Black, silver, white, very, very monochromatic. Huge fan. 5 choices, and each one comes with its own loop. And it's interesting. Camera strapping. It's not bad. It's gonna be a good device. It's what's the price? $200, dude. Speculation. Wouldn't it be awesome to have it at $100? I don't think they've done that yet. That would be awesome, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So it looks like we have silver, black, blue, lime, and a reddish pink. Speakers. So they're talking about speakers in the Shuffle, the Nano, and the Touch. So are they putting speakers on these things? Well, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, we put them in just about everything we sell, they say. That's true. We're getting speakers on the iPod Touch? This is a very... the earbuds. I don't like the earbuds. I'm not a fan of I don't like anything being stuck in my ear. Just not a fan of that. By the way, guys, 1,200 of you guys are tuned in right now. Thank you for sticking with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your support that you're giving. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the shares. This is really... we've been here for about an hour and a half now, going on 2 hours. And most of you stuck with me. That's cool. I love you guys. I love this community. Did we get to 2,000 downloads for our Lockergnome app? The link is in the video's description. If you missed it, click it down. Oh, almost 1,900 people have downloaded the Lockergnome iPhone app, or the iPod Touch app, or maybe even the Android app. Can we get to 2,000 during this live broadcast? It'd be awesome to see that. I was going to check the app, but I realized I have to watch the dashboard to see the counts. They spent 3 years designing new headphones called EarPods. Okay. All right, got volume control on there. I'd imagine they're going to come with the iPhone and the iPod Touch, or available separately. I just the honestly, the traditional Apple earbuds hurt my ear. They do, like, I just get sore. I maybe I have wrong. I mean, maybe my ears. I'm earing it wrong. I don't know how else to say it, but it hurts my ears. That's why I just don't like that. I don't like sticking anything in my ear. I'm happier with, like, over the ear. Much happier. I think I have, like, some kind of claustrophobia. So they're apparently doing a video about these new EarPods. You only linked the iPhone version in the topic, not the Android. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see if I can change that real quick, guys. I don't know if I can. If you look in the Android App Store, though, for Lockergnome, I'll change it after this is live. Look in the Android App Store for Lockergnome. It's the official app. And that's the one you want. Chris, take off your glasses. No. Downloaded your app. Thank you, Pransuri. Yavi Klein says, it hurt my ears too. Have the same problem with the iPod earphones, says Audi 123000. Telling you. And Dutch Universe has the same problem hurting his ears, and Sofa Cinnamon as well. See, I'm not the only one, dude. Why did Apple stop streaming live events? Because they hate us. I really don't know. EarPods are designed to direct sound into the ear. Well, that's a good thing. What else would they be designed for? Will they be more comfortable, though? It's difficult to fit everybody's ear, and I think that's the reason why they hurt my ears. Apparently, I had the wrong hole. I think that's the problem. I have the wrong hole. Oh, 1,900 of you, or I guess 1,924 of you. Only 75 more of you guys need to download the Lockergnome app from your Android or iOS device for us to hit 2,000, which would be cool. Thank you. So the thing I care about least is shipping today. You can get it as a standalone accessory today. These EarPods. So we'll see how they go. I don't know if I'm going to rush out and get one. Again, you guys like to see unboxings and trials. You like experiencing that, so it may be worth doing. So now they're going to go into review of everything that they announced today. Boy, a lot of people had guessed wrong about that iPad. We thought we would hear something about it, but I think this is about it over, because I don't think they don't have much time left at rounding out 2 hours. To announce something as big as a smaller iPad form factor. So maybe that's going to be another announcement if they would ever announce it. Or maybe we would hear about it next year. It's a possibility when they announce the new iPad. And you know they're going to be announcing a new iPad next year. It's a given. Just not today. That usually would happen in the spring, traditionally. Are live YouTube statistics accurate? Yes, they are. That I know of, they are eerily accurate. Crazily accurate. So iPod Shuffle, $49. iPod Nano, $149. Keeping the 4th gen iPod Touch, 16 gig at $200. New iPod Touch, 32 gig, $299. So the baseline iPod Touch is $200. That doesn't surprise me. At 16 gigs. He should do one more thing. I agree. Are they calling it the new iPod? That I do not know. New Nano and Touch available in October. And of course they say, these are the best iPods we've ever done. Well, of course they're going to say that. What are they going to say? Well, the previous generation was better. But, honestly, what are they going to say at that point? I think they're just calling it the iPod, 5th gen. One other color, red, to fight AIDS in Africa. Tim is back on stage. Downloaded your app, really cool. Thank you, Magnus Hellender 1993. So when it says shipping, does that mean I can buy it at Walmart by today? Walmart Best Buy today? Possibly. They haven't really announced anything in terms of where it would be available. I'd imagine the Apple stores, though. Oh, now they created a new iPod ad. Okay, You gotta wait for them to play the ads. I mean, hasn't this whole thing been in it? This whole thing has been an ad for Apple. Hasn't it? This come on, I'm wearing their hat. Just downloaded the Android Lockergnome app, YITB. Hey, who is that? LJ Seaman. Who is that? YITB can only mean one thing. Who is it? Maybe I forgot the username. Just download the app. Thank you very much. Easy to do while Apple's playing their ads. Here's another ad for the Lockergnome app, which is, by the way, free. 1,953. So only 47 of you have to download the Lockergnome iPhone. I gotta put Lockergnome on the front screen. There we go. And so it took us to the YouTube app, which is nice. Lockergnome. And let's go back. Close. Open in Safari if I wanted to. Now with 200 new features, new iPods, iTunes, new iPhone 5, powered by iOS 6. Okay, cool, nice, congratulations, I guess. Okay. I'm seeing if there's any other things they're going to talk about, how they all work together. Okay, yeah, I got that. I don't think we're going to hear anything new at this point, at least theoretically. Only Apple could do this. Apple has never been stronger, and that's because of our employees. So they're thanking the employees. I think it's a good thing to do. Nothing wrong with that. Thanking your employees. You should. I do not have any employees. I have amazing people on my team who are contract workers, and I could not do the things that I do without them doing the things they do, so I can thank them, and I do thank them. Probably not frequently enough, and I apologize for that. Even though it's me on the camera, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the background. Another old gamer on Twitter says, just downloaded the Lockergnome app on my Nexus 7 tablet and my iPad. How'd you get on the Nexus 7 tablet? It doesn't exist on the Nexus 7 yet. Apple. They're doing the best work of their lives. Yeah, that's no doubt about that. Musical guest. Foo Fighters on stage. Foo Fighters. Again, I can't play the music. I can't play it through. Oh, my brother Adam, apparently mom was texting back and forth. Adam says, Mom, your iPhone 4 will have turn-by-turn voice navigation. It will? I didn't think that was coming to the older phones or on that iOS 6 feature. I may have to verify that, Adam. Adam's my brother. He's on Twitter too. He's Frojive. That's his handle. iPad Mini. I don't think we're going to hear that. It's in Google Play, yes, but it's not available on the Nexus 7. It won't. I don't think it'll work. Wish I faked sick to watch the entire thing. Says Sui Cat Key 96. Reading these usernames is a challenge. Derp, I think I highlighted the wrong person. There was a highlight? Very interesting. Band. Foo Fighters. Yay. Can't really play them. It does work on an Nexus 7? It does? Really? But when I go to Google Play, it says it isn't compatible with it. Maybe I should try it anyway. Give it a shot. I'll do that today. Thank you for trying that. I appreciate that. Giving me that feedback. See, because it's not all about iOS for me. It's about just getting it to work anywhere. I don't care if it's Android, iOS, Windows Phone at some point, theoretically. We would support it. We'd support anything that we could support on the mobile roadie platform. Android is inconsistent. I didn't say that. Tomo0086 did. Yeah, that's the strength of the Android platform, is that it is so incredibly flexible. So many manufacturers can do anything with it. So you are going to have inconsistencies. It's the nature of the beast. Apple's taking the opposite approach. They want to control everything. I don't think it's a bad approach. I think it's a good approach. Each approach has its merits. BlackBerry app, I don't know if we have any BlackBerry users in our audience. Watching Pirillo's Apple coverage is a tradition. Good job as usual, Chris. Thank you, Steel in Purple. Good to see you again. Really good to see you again. I wonder if Dave Grohl thought he would be performing in front of a giant Apple logo. Probably didn't see that one coming. I'm guessing he did. Oh, 1,976 people have downloaded the Lockergnome iOS or Android app at this point. Thank you. You're a part of that. That's so cool, guy, and you're using it. It's fun to me. This app thing is just a new experience, and I'm working on making it better. If you guys have any feedback or if you run into any problems with that Lockergnome app, this is what I need. Screenshot it, email it to me, chris@pirillo.com. I will make, and you got to detail the bug. I will make sure the right people see it to fix it. If you have any usability improvements for the app, I will absolutely pass it along. We are going to make that app better. Can you make the app support for the bigger iPad screen? Harry Edgeworth 1. That is the plan. We do not have the iPad app available yet, but we are working on it. Just like the official YouTube app doesn't have an iPad app yet, but they're working on it. I'm not working on the YouTube app, obviously. Bacon, please. You know what? I wish I had bacon. That would be the one thing that is missing from this live experience is the bacon. But I'm very glad you guys were here for the most of you for the entire broadcast. In fact, there are more people who have liked the video than are currently watching now, still over 1,000. When do you think they'll release the actual video and where to view it? Asks Nate McCarthy. Will likely be on apple.com later today. I'll tweet it out, probably post it onto Google Plus and on Facebook as well. A lot of you are using, I'm watching the tweet stream, and a lot of you guys are using the app because I can see it mentioned in the live feed at live.pirillo.com. Because when you like something within the app, right now it's a disconnect. You have to like it on Facebook as well as the app. I wish it was different, and I'm working on making it, helping them make it better, but tying that in with all your social networks in a better way. So when you like something, it goes to a like on Facebook as well, not just inside the app itself. Share. Don't just like things in the app. Share it outside the app. I think you'll get more points that way if you share an article in the app. So, for instance, if I go to the app, they're still playing the band right now, so there's no announcements. Oops. I have to kill it here. I just ran into a bug in the app that I'm gonna have to tell them about. So what you do, you can view the top users. Go to news, and by the way, when you guys tweet me or anything with Lockergnome, you show up in the app. You do. You show up right here, which is really, really cool. So you can see who's participating. That's really, really nice. And you can tap on a tweet, and you can click over on these links, which is really, really nice. You can go to the tweet stream and the news stream. So let's say Robot in the Kitchen, ready or not. What you can do is you can press that share button and send it to Twitter, Facebook. So I can go tweet or Facebook, one of the two, and it's right there. It's integrated. Although the one thing they're missing is they didn't put an @ in front of the Lockergnome name. You need to add, if you can, add that in the tweet so that the Lockergnome gets the credit there. So you tweet that link and you should be good to go, theoretically. Yeah, I think. I don't know. That's the way it should work. Whether or not it does, still have to get feedback to the Mobile Roadie team to improve that experience. No new iMacs or Mac Pros does not surprise me at all. This was all going to be about their smaller mobile experiences today. So, I think that's about, and we're curbing out. I don't know if there's going to be a one more thing. There hasn't been a one more thing in an Apple keynote in a long, long time. In a long time. We are now officially over 2,000 downloads. Thank you, guys. Congratulations. We have 2,000 people who have downloaded the Lockergnome iOS or Android app. Thank you. We're off to a rip-roaring start, in large part thanks to you. And we appreciate that. I absolutely do. I'm working on making that app better, not just for us, but for you as well. The AMP clan on Twitter says, doing a good job on the live stream, Chris. Hi from Glasgow, Scotland. Howdy. Is there any other things you guys want me to answer? I think they're just basically playing the band out for the remainder of the hour. Yahavi Klein says, thank you, Chris. Need to go download the Android a few days ago. See you. Thank you. Are you getting the push notifications on Android? If not, let me know. The iPhone 5 is on the Apple website. Let's take a look. You can't pre-order it. That's going to happen in a couple days. Yep, it is. Take a look if you want more information, you could look on Apple's website now. Oh, you can browse through here. Ooh, I love that black design. Hopefully that'll be scratch resistant or more scratch resistant. 4-inch Retina display. It's not just bigger. It's just right. Ooh, and they've got the iPhone video there as well. Ultra fast wireless. That makes me happy. A better chip. That makes me happy. All this makes me happy. Then they've got a showcase for the built-in apps. For all the things you do and all the things you can't do without. I'm trying to scroll down. There we go. Maps. Take a new turn. Camera, get the full picture. I'm going to be, looking through this, I think, after we do the broadcast here. The 8-megapixel iSight camera on iPhone 5 has improved HDR capabilities for better color and tone. Guys, okay, I know if you tuned in and waited this long, guess what? This is on Apple's website. Guess what? Reduced motion blur. What was I asking for today? What was the one thing that I wanted in that camera app? I'm geeking out on this thing. Thank you. Reduced motion blur. How will it work? Even in low light situations, the iSight camera catches beautifully detailed shots. Reduced motion blur. Thank you. Will it work? Will it work well? I'm tired of the motion blur, man. They needed to do that. I think it's finally going to happen. That's all. That, I tell you. Yeah, all the other stuff is nice for the iPhone 5. That would be the number one reason I would upgrade. I know it sounds stupid, that just that tiny little feature, the reduced motion blur. That one feature alone would get me to upgrade. Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. How many pictures do you take with your phone? That's, honestly, this is my video camera. I never take still photos with this camera. I just don't think about it. This is the vlog camera. When I take still photos, it's just here because I can get it from point A to point B easily. I can email, post it, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, etc. Wish there were an easier way of doing a lot of that stuff. But, until that point, it's just as easy to do it on the phone through the existing apps and mechanisms. And the thing that frustrates me most is, getting a good shot and having to take it again because it was just a blur. Like the dog moved or I moved, just a slight move and it's just blurry and then I got to take it again. That, huge. Awesome. Thank you, Apple. I appreciate that. That's the one thing I wanted. That's it. It's the one thing I wanted. That's all. Improved noise reduction on the camera, too. Better image stabilization, steadies every shot. Very cool. That's all I really care about. So, anything interesting enough about Passbook, it's time and location based. So your passes and tickets automatically appear on your lock screen when and where you need them. Arrive at your airport and get your boarding pass. It'll pop up. You're waiting to board the flight and your gate changes, the Passbook tells you. And if you decide to grab a coffee on the way to your gate, your gift card appears when you walk into the cafe. That's cool. Better call clarity. That's the built-in microphones, the better. So a noise canceling experience means you can hear more clearly too. We'll see how that goes. Ignore, screen, or answer. It's cool. Set a time or location-based callback reminder or turn on Do Not Disturb. Sends calls to voicemail. I like that a lot. Video calls on tap. FaceTime. Although FaceTime still, there's still a bit of a disconnect, especially with messages. Still. Switch between cameras. Mail. Use a smart keyboard. Tap the microphone icon. Do dictation. I've done that before. That's not really anything new. Tap the reader icon, of course. Yeah. All right. I'm looking at some of the this is on Apple's website now, by the way. All the new features in iOS 6 and iPhone 5. A lot of the stuff we've seen in previous generations. Nothing really new in a few of their stable apps, or apps that are in their stable. What do we have? Apple Store is down. Okay, that's interesting to know. Probably because they're going to be updating the page for the pre-orders. You can't pre-order it today, as I said before. But those what do they call them? EarPods? They said are available today. That will likely happen. I may take a drive to the Apple Store to get those and to do kind of a first impressions / review in today's Geek. Well, this is today's Geek Out, by the way, guys. By the way, we're gonna put all the Lockergnome links in the video description. So come back to it if you watched it live, and there's a lot to look at in the video description. A lot. Chris, I don't understand how one becomes a top user in the app. Do I make an account or something like that? Asks Michael Gall. Well, when you start using it, I'm sorry if you didn't know this. The first thing you may need to do is under accounts, you can connect your Twitter account or your Facebook account or your Foursquare account, and that will help make sure those experiences translate. The accounts button is on the third or second page right now. So you got top users, news, videos, and these icons may move around the next time you see this, and the app may have changed by the time you download it too. But go to your accounts page, and then you can update your status. You can see all your badges because you get awards and rewards in the app for doing different things. And you connect your accounts here. Currently, we support Twitter, Facebook, and Foursquare. At this point, may support more. And then that should help you get to be a user and a top user. Our all-time top user today is Josh Noyce by a huge margin. He loves everything in this app, I swear. Today, so far, Robert Wildman is the #1 user in our community. He's got 710 points today. M. Walsh 015 second, Josh Noyce third, Ricky Quinones 377, Jacob Rathjen. Robert Wildman's, wait, he's #1 and #6? How the hell did you pull that off? Oh, I wonder if he used an Android device and an iOS device. That is a super user. The dual core dude, Andreas Pison, Rick Nelson, and Fernando Lopez III. They are our top 10 users today. Are you a brony, Chris? I am not. And I realize this is weird to talk about during an Apple Stream announcement, but wait, this is an iOS app. We're talking apps. That's relevant, right? Lockergnome has an article about iPhone 5 right now. Yes, indeed we do, Frugal Geek, and I'm guessing that you wrote it. Ryan Pearson in the audience. Everyone, round of applause for Ryan, Frugal Geek, for getting right on that. Good job. Hey, can everybody tweet that article? You guys, hey, if you're watching this live video, tweet that article if you can. That'd be awesome. We did an iPhone write-up. Just tweet it. I'm sure we just posted it to @ChrisPirillo or @Lockergnome. Just go to the website, lockergnome.com, and tweet it. That's all you got to do. Just tweet, like, share, +1. It's easy. Jeffrey Vernon says he's ordering his iPhone 5 Friday. I will be right there with you. I don't know if I'm going to stream that, though. I may record it, but streaming it, I don't know if this is interesting. Unboxing it, I'll definitely stream. That is faux show. Excuse me, is this where the live Spice Girls reunion concert will stream? It is not. Someone says, love the new website, Chris. Thank you. When I was talking to the designer, I said, I really like The Verge. And so the designer made it a lot like The Verge. I guess imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So it kind of looks like The Verge. Sorry about that. But I like it. And there's still some things that need to be tweaked on it. But thank you. Appreciate that support. If you have not seen the Lockergnome site as it looks today, and it may very well change by the time you look at it after this is no longer live, if anybody watches 2 hours into it, right there. It's the Lockergnome website. Fun to explore. And our latest Geek Out video is there. Fun stuff. Actually, I don't know if that's our latest Geek Out video. I'll have to go. See, again, as I said, there are definitely some bugs that have to be looked at in the development, so I will have to file that, because I don't know if that's pulling from our Geek Out playlist or if we forgot to put it in our Geek Out playlist. Chris, please say hi. Lunar Eclipse 8. There you go. Where are you? Let's see here. I'm looking for other questions you guys have. I think we're about done. They're playing the band, and yep, Tim Cook's out to say goodbye. They're going to do hands-on, and I think we're just going to go ahead and wind up today's Geek Out as well. Cool. Thank you, everybody, for all your support, all the likes, all the shares, all the views, all the visits, all the clicks, all the everything you do. And, feel free to, as I said, download the Lockergnome app, follow me or us on Twitter. I believe you are also subscribed to us on YouTube, Google+, Facebook, and beyond. We are constantly keeping you up to date, at least every weekday. Thank you for all the likes on the vlog, too. We have a new Pirillo vlog that's happening, or that has been uploaded. I don't know how many likes we have on it yet, but let's see here. Vlog.pirillo.com. That'll take you to the vlog playlist, by the way. Yeah. Oh, it hasn't been added to the playlist yet, but it will be. Looks like the Gangnam Style the Gangnam Style video is the latest one in the playlist. But 142, I believe, was just uploaded. It just was not added to the playlist. So I gotta make sure these things happen. No one else is. Let's see here. Thank you, Chris. Well, thank you for tuning in, Mr. Disturbify. Thank you to everybody. And with that, I'm going to wrap up another live session here. That's it. We'll see you later.